Out for another walk today. So today I'm out at Castlehill Point, and I'm just going to take a walk along the coastline here and head back in towards Rockcliffe itself and just see what there is to see today. That's the beach where I was at the start there. A really good coastal walk. It's probably one of the best that we've actually got in certainly the Stewartry, if not the whole of Dumfries and Galloway. You know, you can leave from Kitford, Rockcliffe and head right along. You can just see the fence going up through the gorse there. Well, that's where the path follows. Takes you right round and obviously finishing up at Sandy Hills. And if the tide's out, you could drop down at the beach before Sandy Hills and walk along there to get in, or you can do it in reverse and come back. A lot to see, whether it be wildlife, a lot of history along here as well, whether it be in relation to smuggling or where they used to take out the old millstones, which is probably in that point that you can just see to the right hand side there. In fact, if you go down, I think you can still find at low tide some of the millstones that were never taken away from there. Castle Point now, looking across to Ammonist Point, back in towards Screedle and Rough Island. A lot of people refer to Castlehill Point as Castle Point, which is probably just people abbreviating it, but I believe it's called Castlehill Point, as there used to be basically a castle or an ancient fort on here years ago, and certainly the Ordnance Survey call it Castlehill Point. Yeah, you can see here where it's been excavated a few times over the years, and I think if you go online you'll probably find more information about the site. Looking right back in over Rough Island, Rockcliffe village there off to the right, and the estuary heading up in towards Kitford. Someone's been recently and cut the path back at all the vegetation, which is quite nice, thank you very much. It's made a big difference to getting out, certainly the first part of the path from Rockcliffe out to Castlehill Point. A bit of badger activity and digging, probably digging up the bluebell bulbs that come out here. You know, that are just looking for worms. There we have Nelson's grave. Not Lord Nelson as somebody once thought, but there you go. And obviously there's a wee plaque that gives you the full history, so I'll just let you read that. But again, they call it Castle Point, and it's Castlehill Point. Anytime I'm out on the beach, it's always worth having a wee look for sea glass. You've got a nice bit of opaque sea glass there. I'll have a wee look, see if we can find any colour stuff in this beach, especially after these big storms I've been having. There could be a few more bits to find. So there you go, in about 10 feet of beach there's 3 bits of nice beach glass. There's something about this tree that always appeals to me. I don't know, it's just the root system. It's a big ash tree. See there the way the roots have been exposed over the years, but it still manages to grow fine. Quite a lot of gorse in flower still. Seems to flower every month of the year now. Of course, so there's I think there's at least 3 species. So one of the reasons, but there's one or two nice sayings that go along with it. Kissing's always in season when gorse is in flower. Daffodils starting to poke through. The buds are there. 2 or 3 weeks yet before they're open. Not a lot in the way of wildlife today. Some nice lichen there. Probably the only bit of wildlife I've seen today. Probably a good bit to finish the walk today. The wind's really getting up and probably starting to interfere with the mic, so this is us heading back into Rockcliffe and what could be in for a windy night. Thank you and goodbye. I thought I'd finished the walk, but there you go. Went down to Rockcliffe for my lunch, and there you got some wild swimmers in the day. Rather them than me.